In the Chaudas region of Pithoragarh district, every 12 years, between August and October, people celebrate the Kandali festival. Chaudas Valley is located in the Dharchula Tehsil of Pithoragarh, nestled between the Kali and Daholi rivers. It is here an unusual flower, the Kandali, blooms every 12 years. According to a popular lore, once upon a time, a native widow's son died after tasting the fragrant Kandali flower. Upon discovering it, she hurriedly destroyed all the Kandali plants on the hill out of her grief. She was joined by other women in her effort to destroy the plants, and they collectively destroyed the plants. Their joint efforts to remember the story and to stay away from further harms in future forms the background of the festival. A procession forms, led by women wielding reels and men carrying children, armed with swords and shields. Singing, dancing, music fills the air as they march towards the blooming Kandali bushes. Symbolically, they attack the bushes with tools and swords. Then they gather the bushes as a symbolic loot. Victorious cheers echo as prayers are offered. The prayers scatter rice grains towards the trees and the sky, which fall silently on the loud drums resonating through the valley of Chaudas. The drummers are the sound and soul of the festival. Each memory beats its own rhythm every 12 years in the Chaudas region, while in a state in the southernmost part of India, people dance for a different beat.
In Palakkad district of Kerala, K.V. Ramakrishnan's Porattu Nadakam troupe performed Deep into the Night. Performed by the Panar community, Porattu Nadakam represent the different Kiralan communities in the region and the joys and sorrows of their day-to-day life. Kiralans were communities deemed untouchable and kept out of mainstream society. On top of being denied access to resources for survival, they were also barred access to the art forms of the privileged society. These art forms were closely associated with the activities of temples that the Kiralans were kept out of. Porattu Nadakam roughly translates to outside performance. It represents the resilience of the Kiralans who refused to be silenced and carried on their culture outside of temples. Men adorned in colorful robes and tall hats take center stage and bemoan the problems in their lives and turn to the Chodyakaran, clown questioner, for solutions. The harsh realities of their lives that are conveyed through Poratanatakam may be diluted by humor, but it never fails to touch hearts. The folk arts of Kerala, evolved as a resistance against classical tradition, ruined by sophistications and caste system, have a lightness to them. They are free from ambition and burdens. Poratanatakam being an interactive art form also points to the fact that it is meant to gather people.
എല്ലാവരും മുട്ടയാ അത് നിങ്ങളുടെ പോലും ഉണ്ട്.
A call for response. Each response a resistance. Each resistance a different story.
विचित्र होली है हमारे भोलेनाथ की। साल में एक बार होली होती है राधा कृष्ण की, एक बार होलिका दहन होता है। हमारे भोलेनाथ शंकर जी की रोज होली होती है, रोज होलिका दहन होता है। मणिकर्णिका दहन खेले मसाने में होली दिगंबर खेले मसाने में होली मसाने में होली दिगंबर खेले।
Mashan ki Holi, a festival celebrated only in Varanasi, is celebrated as a holy smearing ashes of the dead instead of colors. Aghoris wearing mundamalas or skull garlands disguised as Shiva for festival, walking around smearing their face in ashes. For people who see death and mourning every day, Mashan ki Holi is their only day of rest and celebration. It is considered that Shiva accepts those who are marginalized and discriminated against by the world. In a sense, Shiva is the complete acceptance of the world as itself, and the acceptance becomes a celebration and a resistance against the dying light, a different story of the human race.
The one who pays with what he does not have. The one who sleeps on his back. The one who no longer remembers his childhood. Beloved, be the one who sits down. Beloved, be the just man without thorns. The bad man without hat. The thief without roses. The one who wears a watch and has seen God. the one who has honor and does not die.